I got asked this question on a recent podcast interview that I was on. And so I want to use this as today's Ask Katrina question. And the question was around leadership. And it was around, what is one critical leadership trait, attribute, or value? You name it, right? Call it whatever you want to call it. What's that key attribute of a successful leader that every successful leader needs to have in order to be successful as a leader? So that's today's question on this Ask Katrina episode. My answer was and is this: the ability to serve. I know it sounds cliche, and I know that it's almost trite, right? That we talk about the servant leadership, and it's always been this buzzword and this phrase of, well, to be a true leader, you've got to be a servant leader. And, we go on and on and on and have these debates and these conversations around being a servant leader. But the fact of the matter is that you're really not a leader if you aren't a servant. I would challenge that 100%. The leaders who are true leaders that show up and influence and have intentional relationships and can really be an effective executive, they are the leaders that focus on serving. They focus on something bigger than themselves. They focus on the mission. They focus on helping others succeed. They focus on understanding what they bring to the table and what they bring to the executive seat that can benefit the group, right? If you think about it, sort of like a mission on Survivor where everyone needs to work together, though, right? You've got a team and everyone has to come together and everybody has a skill set. If you've got a skill set that's going to benefit that entire executive team, the reason most likely you're on that team is because you have that skill set and you are expected to serve the company and that team and your team by using that special skill. You serve, you give. You don't focus on being in the spotlight the whole time. You don't focus on taking someone else's ideas and claiming that they're yours. You focus on standing in the shadows. You focus on teaching other people how to lead effectively. And you give them the credit because you don't need it. It's not about credit. It's about coming together and building people up and getting that end result of growing the organization. Because when you grow the organization, well, how does an organization grow? How does a company grow? And I'm not talking about manpower and hiring. I'm talking about how does it expand its footprint from a business perspective? It grows financially, right? Well, how does it grow financially? Well, it serves either more customers or it serves the same number of customers more times, right? Serve. The company serves. You serve the company. The company serves the customer. It's all about service at every level. You cannot be effective executive if you're not focusing on serving in the way that you're gifted to serve. So I just want to leave you with that. If you're wondering, do I have it within me to go be an amazing executive leader? If you can answer this question, do I focus on serving? Do I show up and serve on a regular basis? Is that part of my executive brand? Is it a brand of service? If the answer is yes, then yes, you absolutely have what it takes. So go do it. Go and be legendary.